Welcome to Wildcard Wednesday, and welcome to the hopefully final installment of the Resident Evil Containment fan-made mod. We are getting down to it. I did run into some hurdles in the last go around, so I don't know how much progress I made in relation to the rest of the chapter, but let's just see what we got here. Alright, so you know what, I'm not gonna do this yet. Excuse me. I'm not gonna do any mixing yet, just in case I run into a whole bunch of red herbs or something. I hope this isn't Lisa Trevor's room.
I'm impressed, rookie. I didn't think you'd make it this far.
That voice. Hunk. You're alive?
The death cannot die. Now it's time to finish my mission. It's nothing personal. The mission objective takes priority over everything else. Exterminate all BOWs and any survivors. Thanks to you, I'm about to complete my mission.
Wait, you mean the researcher at the lab? And the other one back at the mansion? You bastard! I should have known better than to trust you.
How could you?
It's time to end this. Let's make this interesting. Knives open. Time to find out if that training paid off, rookie.
Tracy, take cover over there. If anything happens, run and don't look back.
But...
Just go. All right, let's do this. Bring it on.
Well, Hunk is, first off, he thinks he's a Greyjoy over here with this "what is dead may never die" stuff. And, also, he has a fucking rifle, and he wants to go hand-to-hand here, or knife-to-knife. Can I, like, I can't seem to get a hit without taking a hit, without taking a hit myself. I just took 2 in a row. That's not what I want. Alright, I was just spamming him at that point, not even really trying to dodge. There's no, like, quick 180 turn or anything like that that I can utilize. And unfortunately, it's not going to let me skip the cutscenes, I don't think. Hold on, before I start this, let me see if there's anything else I could explore over here. It looks, no, there is quite literally nothing. Yeah. Anything over here? No. Alright. It is what it is. See what happens if I try to get out of here. Well, alright. I run off site. I don't really want to do that too much. Alright. He kind of stalks me like the way the Tyrant does. But attacks kind of the way a Hunter does. With the slashing, anyway. Fuck! Fuck! God damn it. Fuck! Fuck off! Sheesh. I needed every single one of those herbs.
I guess the death really can die.
Why is he the death?
It's finally over. Come on, let's get out of here.
I was checking to see if there's anything else, like supplies. I don't know what else I will need. You never know. If there's gonna be like a boat ride sequence, kind of like in Resident Evil 4 with the boss battle there. Is he a zombie? No, he's alive. Well, that was cool. I didn't realize how close I was to the end. Otherwise, I would have just gone forward and made this I would have finished off the chapter last week. But anyway, bravo to all those who put the effort in to make this game. You know, Resident Evil is one of my favorite series, particularly the early Resident Evils, these fixed camera era of Resident Evil. But this was well done. Not only did they use unique and customized maps, and but they did a good job with like the little things, like it's very important, like, where you put the camera on those in these areas. You know, it's like if a bad angle can be a pain in the nuts to play, and you know, it's like you got to have all that shit down. And for the most part, they pretty much nailed that. You know, I don't know what kind of experience these voice actors have, but it's pretty good. It's also, you know, especially compared to the OG Resident Evil.
Finally managed to escape the nightmare at the Arklay facility, but the cost was high. Many people died that night. Eventually, we came across an old diner and garage. We took one of the cars and made our way out of Raccoon City as fast as we could. A few days later, there were news reports about an accidental explosion at the old Spencer mansion on the Arklay Mountains. But we know the truth. Umbrella were covering their tracks, destroying any evidence of what happened at that place. Not long after that, Raccoon City fell into chaos, and the nightmare began anew. We're currently in hiding, keeping our heads down and staying off the grid. This is the only way I can keep her safe from Umbrella. But how long can we keep this up for? Only time will tell.
So I like that too. I like how they tied up the loose ends, but they left room open for a sequel. And not to mention that, uh, it was like I said, it was a bittersweet ending in the fact that they got away and survived, but they are not exactly out of the woods. As so long as Umbrella exists, they're on their radar in some capacity. So, there's definitely a lot you can sink your teeth into with a plot if you wanted to continue this. I don't know how old this game is, and in regards to whether or not there may or may not even have been plans to continue this. But as far as this and how it is, like I said, it was just a great job with putting it together, especially because of the fact that it's a fan-made game. This is not an indie game that was sold. This was just from where I'm sitting, a labor of love. So bang up job to everybody who put it together, and I enjoyed the hell out of it because of especially because it's RE1. I played the hell out of that game more than any of the other ones, and know the having the expansion of that world from that in this era of RE1, I am very, very happy to explore it. So, again, thumbs up, and that will do it for this Wildcard Wednesday. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.